to recognize the Tyson family is such a privilege. I have such fond memories of working closely with Don. I'm an early riser. It was not uncommon in those days for me to be in my office well before 6 in the morning. And this almost got to be a routine over time. The phone would ring, as I said, well before 6. I got to the point where I would just say, "Good morning, Don." It was that kind of comfortable and dear a relationship that I was able to have with Don. Whatever the issues of the day might be, Don had thought about it, and he was always helpful, encouraging, supportive. And when the really difficult issues came forward, his door was always open, and I was welcome in his office to visit and talk. And it's that kind of partnership that makes all the difference to a school superintendent, one who's becoming adjusted to the community and growing with the community. And I will forever appreciate the contribution that Mr. Tyson made and the leadership that he provided in soft and caring and endearing ways to those of us in leadership roles in the Springdale school system. The Tyson family has been our greatest partner as we've gone forward over time. And it's through partnerships like that that our great Springdale school system has come forward and has reached the stature that it has today.
When you think about the Tyson family and Tyson Foods and the commitment and the investment in Springdale, certainly the words that come to my mind are pillars of the community, cornerstones of our community, investors in our community. I mean, they've given so much of their time, talent, and treasures, and really that partnership as an adult member of the community now and having kids that go to school in Springdale, the family and the company have been great partners along the way. And whether that has been through investing in athletic programs or the arts or educational opportunities for the students of Springdale, it has been significant.
You know, the philosophy of the Tyson family and the Tyson company as well is that our team members live here. This is our home. This is our world headquarters. And so it's very important for us to have a good, strong school system. And Don was definitely one of those, and John as well.
My dad went to school here, and he was a believer that education gives all of us a chance to move ahead, and that education is a cornerstone of not only success in the business world, but just a success in all things that we do. But education can be a place where somebody gains self-confidence. And with self-confidence, then you have the ability to do something different. I studied, I learned, I improved. Oh, I know how to do that. I'll study, I'll learn, and I'll prove. And so hard work through education demonstrates to the individual, I think, that with the right mindset, with the right effort, and the right focus, you can make yourself a better person. And then that just radiates in self-confidence, and then they go on and be successful in whatever they choose to be.
If the system or a family or a PTA or whatever needed something, that we could, the Tyson company and the Tyson family for sure was always going to be counted upon. And it could be any number of things. It could just be a donation. It could be, food products, that you could cook, the PTA stuff, of a fundraiser.
It's just been part of who we are, is to let folks have a chance to get a good education, and the schools in Springdale are some of the best in Northwest Arkansas.
I think it's important that the Tyson family and Tyson Foods invest in Springdale schools for the same reason I think it's important that anyone supports and invests in Springdale schools. Supporting Springdale schools means making an investment in the future of our community, not only here locally, but also globally.
When we had the conversations, when Dr. Rollins would come visit with Dad and I, and we'd listen around, and every time Dr. Rollins would leave, and the last closing statement was, "Let us know what we can do to help you succeed, because if you succeed, then we know our company's got a chance to succeed, because young people are having a chance to learn, a chance to grow, a chance to choose what excites them about learning, and we'll benefit from that. Tyson Foods, but also Springdale benefits from that. Northwest Arkansas benefits from that, and they go off and make a difference in the world.
I've heard stories from time to time, whether it was Jim himself or another administrator or a principal or whomever, that he might even get an uninitiated call from Don going, "What do you need?" And he'd usually figure out a way to get it for him, especially when it came to the millage.
When you think about a millage campaign and different initiatives such as that really just grow the community. It grows our children, it grows our families, and for a corporate partner such as Tyson Foods and for the Tyson family to come forward early on and say, we're committed to this community. The best way to be committed to this community is by investing in our schools. You certainly want to make sure you've got those business partners with you along the way, and they have been a key partner in every initiative I think we have ever had.
Part of it was the give back mentality, but I think a lot of it was, just this is my hometown, this is where our families live, this is where our children go to school, and we're going to make sure we can give them the best opportunities possible.
We did have pieces of land around in key locations as Jim was plotting his schools around, so we were able to give land right there by the office for the elementary school named after my granddad, and then the middle school over by the Randall Tyson Park, which is named after my grandmother Helen.
I got to attend Tyson Elementary School as a kindergarten back in 1972. It's really neat today to know that I felt like I was kind of a part of that. I got to be a student in that school that carried a great name, a great legacy, and truly a great cornerstone of Springdale.
Springdale schools are a special place to me. It's where I look back and where I think of when I grew up. I made a lot of really close friends and had a lot of great relationships with my teachers and classmates, and it was a place that I challenged myself and had the opportunity to really grow when I was much younger.